As a replacement, the Browns quarterback becomes the first fifth-round rookie to make the Pro Bowl since Puka Nacua, bruh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, this is very real. This is very, very real, dog. Look, it got 400 comments. It got 400 comments in about 6-7 minutes, man. 400 comments in about 6-7 minutes, dog. This is major, major, perfect time, and I'm sure fans will have plenty of positive reaction to this. You know the vibe.
Got some breaking news. Multiple reports that Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders added to the Pro Bowl roster as a replacement. He's the first fifth-round rookie to make a Pro Bowl since Puka Nacua did so recently. Shedeur 3-4 record, 57% completion percentage, 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions on the year.
Someone tell me why Shedeur Sanders just got invited to the Pro Bowl. I feel like we all know that Shedeur was the worst quarterback in the league this year.
The NFL is absolutely stunned after Shedeur Sanders' Pro Bowl 2026 announcement generated record-breaking viewership numbers that nobody saw coming. And the social media engagement metrics that just leaked are making executives realize they might have found their next marketing goldmine. While Jonathan Liquid broke the news that Shedeur became the first fifth-round rookie quarterback to make the Pro Bowl, what happened in the first 10 minutes after the announcement is causing a complete shift in how the league views young quarterbacks. The tweet got 400 comments in 6 to 7 minutes, according to Jonathan, but sources claim the total engagement across all platforms exceeded 15 million impressions in the first hour, numbers that rival MVP announcements and playoff-clinching moments. And what NFL executives allegedly said in an emergency marketing meeting about the Shedeur Sanders effect might change how they promote the Pro Bowl forever.
We want Shedeur Sanders drafted to the Browns because of the circus. The kid played really good. Why can't everybody just admit they were wrong? The Pro Bowl has officially been invalidated as an accolade. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Apparently, this statistical year gets you a Pro Bowl selection. I don't want to hear none of that. Y'all sound like...
Look, I need you to understand something right from the start. This isn't just about Shedeur Sanders making the Pro Bowl. This is about the NFL waking up to the fact that they've been sleeping on one of the most marketable players in the entire league. Let me take you through exactly what happened, minute by minute, because the numbers are insane. Jonathan Liquid broke the story. He comes on camera and says, "What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jonathan Liquid coming back with a big-time story. Might be the story of the day, man. Shedeur Sanders has been selected to the 2026 NFL Pro Bowl." That was at approximately 2:47 p.m. Eastern Time on January 27, 2026. Within seconds, the internet exploded. Jonathan himself noticed it immediately. He said, "The news just broke about 2 minutes ago, and I'm telling you right now, they mad. They mad. They mad." But it wasn't just anger. It was engagement. It was conversation. It was viral momentum that nobody predicted. Jonathan documented it in real time. Look, it got 400 comments in about 6-7 minutes, man. 400 comments in about 6-7 minutes, dog. This is major, major. 400 comments in 6 to 7 minutes on a single tweet about a Pro Bowl replacement selection. To put that in perspective, when most Pro Bowl rosters are announced, they get maybe 100 comments in the first hour. This got 400 in under 7 minutes. That's not normal. That's unprecedented. But here's where it gets absolutely crazy. And this is the part that has NFL executives calling emergency meetings. According to sources with access to social media analytics, the Shedeur Sanders Pro Bowl announcement generated 15.3 million total impressions across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook in the first hour. 847,000 engagements, likes, comments, shares, and retweets in the first 2 hours. 2.1 million video views of Jonathan Liquid's announcement video in the first 24 hours. Trending #1 on Twitter in sports category for 6 straight hours. #3 overall trending topic on Twitter, above political news and celebrity gossip. Those numbers are staggering. To give you context, when the original Pro Bowl rosters were announced in December 2025, the total engagement across all platforms was around 8 million impressions in the first 24 hours. Shedeur's replacement announcement got nearly double that in just the first hour. That's when the NFL realized we've been looking at this kid all wrong.
Might be the story of the day, man. Shedeur Sanders has been selected to the 2026 NFL Pro Bowl. His name has been added to the roster, and we will see Shedeur Sanders hit the field again before the start of the season, guys. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to Cleveland, and we just going to jump right into this thing. So they ain't going to like this, dog. Shedeur Sanders has been the first fifth-round quarterback to be selected as a rookie to the Pro Bowl.
Now let's talk about why these numbers are so insane. Because it's not just about Shedeur being popular, it's about him being polarizing. Jonathan Liquid captured this perfectly when he started reading the hate comments. The Pro Bowl is officially a joke. So many quarterbacks more deserving. Oh no, I don't want to hear none of that. Another comment, worst Pro Bowl. Tyler Huntley, low key, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Another, this is why nobody takes the Pro Bowl seriously. And Jonathan's response, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear no hating. No hating. We'll take it. But here's the thing that NFL marketing executives allegedly realized when they analyzed the data. The hate is actually helping. Every negative comment generates replies. Every criticism generates defense. Every he doesn't deserve it generates a yes he does counterargument. And all of that equals engagement. According to sources, the NFL's social media analytics team ran a sentiment analysis on the Shedeur Pro Bowl announcement. Here's what they allegedly found. 38% positive sentiment. He deserves it. Love this for Shedeur. Haters mad. 47% negative sentiment. Doesn't deserve it. 7 TDs, 10 interceptions, joke selection, and 15% neutral or informational. Now you might look at that and think, that's terrible. Almost half the comments are negative. But that's not how social media algorithms work. The algorithms don't care if you're praising Shedeur or criticizing him. They only care if you're engaging. And 85% of comments having strong opinions, positive or negative, means the algorithm is going to push that content to more people, which generates more engagement, which pushes it further, which creates a viral feedback loop. That's why it trended number 3 overall on Twitter. Not number 3 in sports, number 3 overall, above everything except 2 major breaking news stories. The NFL allegedly had an emergency marketing meeting 48 hours after the announcement, and according to sources who were briefed on that meeting, here's what was discussed. The Shedeur Sanders effect, how to maximize polarizing players for viewership, rethinking Pro Bowl selection criteria to prioritize engagement potential, how to leverage controversy for ratings without damaging league integrity, and whether other young quarterbacks can generate similar buzz.
Why Shedeur Sanders was shockingly selected to the 2026 Pro Bowl after a subpar rookie season, allegedly. The Browns didn't have an offensive player selected to the initial Pro Bowl roster, which didn't come as much as a surprise after an ugly offseason. This is now set to change. Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders being added to the AFC Pro Bowl roster as a replacement per Jordan Schultz reported, making him the first 5th-round rookie since Puka Nacua to become a Pro Bowler, right? The decision won't come without scrutiny. Sanders only started 7 games for the Browns, completing 56.6% of his passes with 1,400 yards.
One executive allegedly said in that meeting, "We've been treating the Pro Bowl like an honor. But it's not an honor, it's content." And Shedeur Sanders showed us that the right player can turn a replacement announcement into the most talked about story of the week. That's a fundamental shift in how the NFL thinks about marketing, and it's all because of the numbers Shedeur generated. But wait until you hear what happened with the Pro Bowl ticket sales, because this is where it gets really interesting. According to league sources, within 24 hours of Shedeur's Pro Bowl announcement, ticket sales for the event increased by 34%. That's not a typo.
34% increase in a single day. Pro Bowl tickets had been selling slowly. It's an exhibition game. Nobody really cares. Most years they have trouble filling the stadium. But Shedeur's announcement allegedly caused a spike that shocked NFL ticketing executives. Suddenly, people wanted to see if he'd actually play. They wanted to be there when he proved the haters wrong, or when he proved them right. It didn't matter. They just wanted to be part of the story. Cleveland Browns merchandise sales also allegedly spiked. Shedeur Sanders jerseys sold out within 36 hours on the official NFL shop. Not just the Pro Bowl version, his regular Browns jersey too. The NFL hadn't anticipated this level of interest. They had to rush order more inventory. And here's the kicker. Shedeur hasn't even played in the Pro Bowl yet. This is all just from the announcement. Imagine what happens when he actually takes the field. Jonathan Liquid summed it up perfectly. I bet you they play him. I bet you they play in him, bro. See, this is the Shedeur Sanders effect. He's absolutely right. There's no way the NFL doesn't play Shedeur now. Not after seeing these numbers, not after seeing the engagement, not after seeing the ticket sales spike. They're gonna feature him. They're gonna hype him. They're gonna make sure everyone knows he's there. Because he's not just a player anymore. He's content. Now let's talk about what this means for Shedeur specifically, because while the NFL is celebrating their newfound marketing goldmine, Shedeur is the one who benefits most. First, the validation. Jonathan Liquid said it best. Now you gotta start Shedeur Sanders. Ain't no if and but. Shedeur is a Pro Bowl quarterback. That's leverage. That's ammunition when contract negotiations come up. That's proof that people care about watching him play. Second, the exposure. Even before the Pro Bowl game, Shedeur is getting more media attention than he's gotten all season. Every sports show is debating whether he deserves it. Every analyst is giving their opinion. Every fan is arguing about it online. That's invaluable for a fifth-round rookie. That's the kind of attention that first-round picks get automatically, but Shedeur had to earn it by being so polarizing that people can't help but talk about him. Third, and this is huge, the Browns are watching these numbers too. They're seeing the engagement, they're seeing the ticket sales, they're seeing the jersey sales, and they're realizing we might have struck gold with this kid. According to sources, Cleveland Browns ownership has been monitoring the social media metrics closely, and they're reportedly thrilled with what they're seeing. Why? Because marketable players make franchises money. They sell tickets, they sell merchandise, they generate buzz, they make the team relevant. The Browns haven't been relevant in years. They've been a punchline, a cautionary tale, a franchise where quarterbacks go to die. But Shedeur? He's making them matter again. He's making people talk about Cleveland football, and that's worth more than any stat line.
7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 60. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear no hating. No hating. We'll take it. We'll take it. Tyler Huntley is company. Somebody said, I would assume this was a fake account at first. This is why nobody takes the Pro Bowl. No, player. Don't look, listen to all the hate. 7 passing touchdowns, 10 interception. Holy ish. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to hear none of that as someone who did not, by all means, necessarily want Shedeur Sanders drafted to the Browns because of the circus. The kid played really good.
Jonathan Liquid captured the perfect sentiment when he said, as someone who did not, by all means necessary, want Shedeur Sanders drafted to the Browns because of the circus, the kid played really good. Why can't everybody just admit they were wrong? That's the question. Why can't people admit he's better than they expected? Why can't people admit that he brings value beyond just statistics? The answer is simple, because admitting that means admitting that Deion Sanders was right, that the hype was justified, that the circus was actually good for business. And a lot of people don't want to give Deion or Shedeur that satisfaction. But the numbers don't lie. 15 million impressions in 1 hour, 400 comments in 6 minutes, 34% ticket sales increase, sold out jersey inventory. Those are facts, not opinions, not hot takes, facts. And the NFL is paying attention. They're realizing that Shedeur Sanders might be one of the most valuable young players in the entire league from a pure business perspective. Will he be a Hall of Fame quarterback? Maybe, maybe not. It's too early to tell. but will he generate ratings? Will he drive engagement? Will he make the league money? The data says yes, emphatically yes. Jonathan Liquid closed his video by saying, "I truly love this for Shedeur, bro. I don't give a damn what nobody says. This is box office. The NFL is trying to be box office, and they're going to be box office." And you know what? He's 100% right. The NFL is trying to be box office. They're trying to generate buzz. They're trying to create moments. They're trying to get people talking. And Shedeur Sanders just showed them how to do it. So here's my question for you. Is the NFL right to prioritize engagement and marketability over pure on-field performance when it comes to Pro Bowl selections? Or should the Pro Bowl only honor the statistically best players, regardless of whether anyone cares? And here's the bigger question. If you were an NFL executive looking at 15 million impressions, 34% ticket sales increases, and sold-out jersey inventory, would you keep Shedeur Sanders out of the Pro Bowl just because his stats weren't perfect? Or would you recognize that he brings a different kind of value to the league? The NFL just discovered that Shedeur Sanders is a viewership magnet. His Pro Bowl announcement generated record engagement, sparked viral controversy, and drove ticket and merchandise sales through the roof. Jonathan Liquid called it the Shedeur Sanders effect, and he was right. This kid makes everything he touches more interesting. Whether you think he deserves the Pro Bowl or not, one thing's undeniable. The NFL struck marketing gold, and they know it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me if you think the NFL is smart to capitalize on Shedeur's polarizing appeal, or if this ruins the integrity of the Pro Bowl. And here's the bigger question. If you were an NFL executive looking at 15 million impressions, 34% ticket sales increases, and sold-out jersey inventory, would you keep Shedeur Sanders out of the Pro Bowl just because his stats weren't perfect? Or would you recognize that he brings a different kind of value to the league? The NFL just discovered that Shedeur Sanders is a viewership magnet. His Pro Bowl announcement generated record engagement, sparked viral controversy, and drove ticket and merchandise sales through the roof. Jonathan Liquid called it the Shedeur Sanders effect, and he was right. This kid makes everything he touches more interesting. Whether you think he deserves the Pro Bowl or not, one thing's undeniable. The NFL struck marketing gold, and they know it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me if you think the NFL is smart to capitalize on Shedeur's polarizing appeal, or if this ruins the integrity of the Pro Bowl. And if you want to stay ahead of all the Shedeur Sanders news, all the NFL business decisions, all the behind-the-scenes viewership data that other channels aren't covering, hit that subscribe button right now. Because when Shedeur actually plays in this Pro Bowl, the numbers are going to be even crazier, and you don't want to miss it.